partner, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Brandon Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner, Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and court.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Jags grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run with ETN. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's turn it up.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Shifts by him. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass
coming up. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Rodgers now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on second down. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On third down, Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lawrence.
Complete to Jones.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Get something together. All right, it's rock and roll. This is the calm before this.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Lawrence will throw.
And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
94 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to run this with a tight end, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josiah DeGuara taking it in from a yard out as his guys have now moved out in front.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. Lawrence to Jones for the Jacksonville 1st down.
That's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne to the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Here's Lawrence.
That's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. Caught by Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a throw again is Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on 3rd and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. Touchdown! Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jags will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Throw left side complete. That's Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a draw play. This is Jones.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half.
Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now out come the Jags. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll look to ETN to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence. Jones has it. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right, ETN. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
ETN up the middle.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, let's see. The Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Lawrence will throw. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Lewis has it, the tight end. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the 31, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On the counter, here's Jones. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 126 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
back now in Jacksonville. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll run with ETN.
Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we can come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Packers on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Watson has it right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for,
and it's 3rd and 5.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Lawrence.
Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
He hit his first. Now this from 43.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Packers on third down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
He's supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
What's the deal, dog? That's what I'm talking about. Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to the house.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 27. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defense has always talked about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.